A new Wall Street Journal poll shows that Trump has gained the lead. Should Harris be scared? Let's get to Wall Street Journal and see what they say.
A new poll from the Wall Street Journal has found that Donald Trump has opened up a lead over Kamala Harris. He's leading her by about 2 percentage points, which is a change from our last poll, which had her up by 2 percentage points. What this essentially means is in the final weeks of the campaign, when the candidates are really trying to make their closing arguments to voters, Donald Trump appears to be having the momentum, putting Kamala Harris on her back foot in the closing days of the race.
The problem with Harris was that she did not change from the debate. She kept saying the same things over and over again. You know, I grew up in a middle-class family. People were tired of it. And what happened with Donald Trump was that Trump said, you know what? These moderators, they did not give me a fair shake, so I'm not gonna go and even debate her anymore. I don't got time for her. I'm gonna just continue telling the American people what I'm gonna do. And when it came down to asking or being asked different questions, this man was saying different things. He was not saying the same regurgitated thing over and over and over again. And people started seeing that Harris was cracking because she was not that strong candidate that some people thought she was, even though, let's be honest, she wasn't really a strong candidate, because then Biden would have dropped out early and gave her a chance to run in the primaries, and we would have seen just how well she could debate. We didn't get a chance to see it. She was pushed down our throats, and now we're seeing how the cookie is crumbling.
We've been asking people in our poll, what do you think about the job Donald Trump did when he was president since he left office? And in our most recent poll, he notched his highest rating yet at 52%. Some of the top issues that voters care about: immigration, the economy, crime. Donald Trump already had an advantage over Harris on those issues, but our new poll found that he had expanded his lead. Something that we hear from voters when we're on the campaign trail that might help illuminate that finding is people say that they just feel like they were better off when Donald Trump was president, or they feel like the economy was heading in a better direction. And it's notable that this is coming right in the final days of the race, where ballots are just being mailed in, early voting is still going on. So it's a good—
Well, everybody, when you really think about it, when Trump came in and off the back of the Obama administration, I have to give Obama his credit. He really did what needed to be done to get the country out of one of the worst recessions that we ever were in. But when Trump came in, he piggybacked off of Obama and did what needed to be done, because Trump is a moderate Republican. He's not a super conservative. And this is the things that really caused his downfall in 2020, because he had a lot of super conservatives who he should have never even had near him, that would try to sway him a certain way when he wasn't that. So he learned from his mistakes this go around, where you see the people that he has around him, like Tulsi Gabbard, like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and stuff like that, and a lot of moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats who were saying, listen, the left has gone too far left and the right has gone too far right. Let's come back to the middle. Let's come back to the drawing table. Let's start doing compromises. Let's start doing negotiations. And this is what people are seeing. But when it comes down to immigration, yes, people are tired of it. Why in the hell is that 15, 20 million people were let into this country and not regulated? It's ridiculous, all right? And you have all these cities that are crumbling or having to spend so much money, which taking resources from the people in that city who were born and raised there. Those people are not getting the resources. We're having resources going to people who pretty much invaded this country. Donald Trump has said that he is not gonna have it anymore. Donald Trump has said he's going to get these people out of here, and rightfully so. He needs to get the people who came here illegally out of this country and say, hey, listen, you know what? You want to come back? You got to come back the right way. You got to sign up for the right paperwork. You got to come and wait your turn. While people came and waited their turn, they did what needed to be done. You need to do what needs to be done. No more freebies. No more you coming to the head of the line. None of that crap. Get out of here. Bye. That's it. Hey guys, this is just a short break to ask you, if you haven't already, to like the video. That would greatly help me out. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I'd greatly appreciate if you do subscribe. Why? I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in December. So please, help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Back to the video.
Good sign for him that voters are recalling his presidency in favorable terms, the most favorable terms that we've seen in our poll. Another big thing that stood out to me that might explain Trump's momentum is that Kamala Harris's approval rating appears to be going down. Voters, when we talk to them anecdotally and also in public polling, still don't seem to really understand exactly what she stands for and why. And it's something that the Trump campaign has tried to exploit by linking her to some of the more unpopular policy positions advanced by her boss, President Biden.
Kamala Harris can't say one thing that she'd do differently from Sleepy Joe Biden. Not one thing.
And a really good example of Trump.
He's right, though. He's right. And even didn't she say recently that most of my policies will be the same as Biden? So we're just having a female younger Biden. So a lot of people is like, well, I didn't like what Biden was doing. You're going to continue doing the same thing. We don't got time for it. So this is the things that Uncle Trump is running on, and he's winning. So before, I made a video about the debate that they had, and I said that Uncle Trump should say, listen, let's have a debate at Fox. But hey, Harris kept putting her foot in her mouth, and she did a poor interview on Fox with, I guess it was it Bret Baier, I believe that's his name is. And if I messed up his name, tell me in the comment section, I'd greatly appreciate it. But she didn't really do a good interview. And so now we're seeing how bad of a politician she really is. And a lot of people are saying that, hey, listen, you know what? We want Trump. Now, I live in New York, and full disclosure, I voted for Trump yesterday. And I would tell people, hey, I voted for Trump based off immigration, based off the economy, and based off what I feel the people that he's going to put in to the FDA and in the military and all these things. He's going to get us out of these proxy wars. He's going to clean up our health system by making sure that we have more healthy food, with Robert F. Kennedy leading the way. That right there made me decide that, hey, I'm going to vote for him, because I wasn't going to vote for either Trump or Harris. I was going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. But once Robert F. Kennedy Jr. decided that he was going to support Trump, and he told us why and said that he was going to be able to have a seat at the table, I said, okay, Uncle Trump, I'm going to vote for him. So that's how I feel. And I know that a lot of Americans feel this way, and they feel that, hey, things are going to get better before it gets worse.
But his allies trying to yoke Harris to the Biden administration is on immigration. Trump has basically championed this issue, not just in this campaign, but in his previous ones. And it's something where voters seem to give him the edge.
She should resign in disgrace for what she's done to our country, not run for president. She was the border czar.
And the fact that we're seeing her favorability and her job approval as vice president go down will suggest to me that Donald Trump has an edge in defining his opponent at a time where she really wants to define herself. Abortion is the one issue that we tested where Harris had a clear advantage over Trump. And when we asked voters who was mentally up to the job, Harris also had an edge over Trump on that question too.
Well, let's just think about that. Let's just go back to the abortion. Let me bring up that poll. So of course women are gonna trust a woman about abortion, because a woman would know how a woman feels. A man does not know how a woman feels. I mean, there's some men who say that they want to be women. That's their prerogative. You can never truly be a woman, but But how I look at it is, I feel, and this is just me personally, a woman should have the right to choose, all right? But it needs to be that you be more careful and use the sexual protective devices that we have out here today. Use condoms, use birth control. You have so many contraceptives, use them. If you don't want to have a baby, don't put yourself in a situation that you can get pregnant. And men, if you know that you don't want to have a child with that woman, don't put yourself in that situation for you to get her pregnant. Put on a condom. Don't be like, oh, but she said she was on birth control. Don't trust her. You know how women can lie. Shoot, and men can lie too. People can lie. But what I'm saying is, do what you got to do to protect yourselves. Stop with this trying to worry about this, that, and the third. Now, abortion needs to be there because there's situations where abortion may need to happen. But you can prevent all of that. There's only certain situations that you may not be able to prevent it. But come on now, we can do better. We can do better.
Was mentally up to the job, Harris also had an edge over Trump on that question too.
But that's because she is younger, and let's be honest. The people feel that the older a person is, the less mentally cognitive ready that they are. So I mean, that's understandable.
Who's the change agent? Who's the candidate that voters feel like will take the country forward? Is it the former president who's already been elected, or is it the incumbent vice president who people get to judge her on her performance right now? And we put that question to voters in our poll, and overwhelmingly they said that Donald Trump was the change agent.
Damn. That's crazy. But we can see because Harris is already in office, and because Trump did a very good job with just pinning her to Biden. Very, very good job. And also because, and I'm going to tell you this straight off the bat, and this is my opinion. I think if there was a primary and the Democrats got a chance to choose who they wanted to run as president, I don't think that Trump would be in this situation that he's in right now. I think that more people would have voted for the new Democrat. I could be wrong. But I think the Democrats really dropped the ball by just shoving Harris down our throats. They didn't give the American people, or people who lean to Democrats or who are registered Democrats, they didn't give those people the opportunity to choose their candidate. And that, I'm telling you, could be their downfall. Now, mind you, Harris could win because it's a 50-50 chance that Harris could win. But if she loses, mark my words, this would be the reason. Because they didn't give the Democrats the opportunity to choose who they wanted to lead them.
With less than 2 weeks to go, you'll likely see Donald Trump continue to try to press his advantage where he's strongest on the economy and immigration, and Kamala Harris try to peel away those undecided voters and get her base to turn out in the swing states by continuing to portray Donald Trump as mentally unstable and also a threat to abortion rights.
Donald Trump is increasingly unstable and unhinged.
But this race is still incredibly close, and who wins will likely come down to how those undecided voters break.
Thank you so much for Wall Street Journal for making this news feed. Really appreciate that. Thank you for all the news stations that's out there, the journalists, the reporters, the pundits, everybody who's out there working hard. Thank you. Thank you for the other YouTubers who's out there grinding. Really appreciate all you guys. Thank you. This is a real serious thing right here. This race, it can come up to maybe just a couple of swing states, maybe, but it can also come up to maybe just a few thousand voters that can swing something a certain way. This can be a close race, but it can also be a blowout for either candidate. Because the way that I'm seeing it right now, the country is divided, but there are certain things that's going on right now in this country that's leaning towards a certain candidate. As I said, I voted for Trump because I'm tired of seeing the way immigration has been handled. Immigration has been handled in a poor, disgusting way. And we have these people that came into this country who should never have been here. We have people who have died because of these people who have came into this country. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of when I go to Manhattan, you see these people and you're saying, what in the world? And not even just Manhattan. I live in Brooklyn, and certain parts of Brooklyn, you see them everywhere. And you're like, yo, now mind you, they're not really causing any trouble from how I see it. But there's little pockets that do cause trouble and that do rob people and stuff like that. So these are things that's going on. And with the economy, you see a lot of jobs laying off people, and people are saying that, wait a minute, Uncle Biden, Auntie Harris, what are y'all doing? What's going on? I thought this was supposed to be a good time. I thought that I was supposed to be able to keep my job. But no. So that's another thing that a lot of people are saying that, hey, I don't got time for it. But the other issues like abortion, that's a lesser issue, because guess what? People care about money, getting some money. That's the first things that people care when you got a family and you looking at your kids and you can't feed your kids, or you trying to scrumble up some macaroni and cheese or some cheap thing to feed your kids and you don't eat because you're not making enough money. That's going to be top priority, not abortion. Not abortion. That's not going to be a top priority, because there's plenty of women out here who are saying now that they're going to prevent having an abortion. So Harris, look, homegirl, I don't think that you're going to win this. I really don't. I voted for Trump, but in New York, you're possibly going to win New York. It's highly likely that you're going to win New York. So my vote for Trump may not even count. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And, shout out to both of them. I wish them good luck. But the person that I voted for was Trump. And I hope that Trump is our next president. And we'll see what happens from there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate if you found this video informative. Like the video, that will help me out. Make some comments. Tell me how you feel that Trump is now leading. Do you feel that Trump is going to continue his lead until election day? Or do you feel that Trump might do something outrageous and his lead drop and Harris bounce up and she takes it? Let me know in the comment section. Greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I greatly appreciate that you do subscribe. Why? I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in December. So please help a brother out. Till next time, guys, be safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Peace.